Shadow box for the watch, part 2. Well, today, I don't know if you've seen part 1 of building this box. It got so long, I decided to break it up. So where I'm at is we're building a box for Heirloom. This watch belongs to the one we're building this shadow box for's grandfather, who has passed away. And we're going to build a shadow box. I got to this. In the first video, I showed how I come up with that design and all. And now I've got the pieces that I'm going to on each side where it kind of set. I'll show you. We got a little bandsaw work to do and so forth and so on. But right now I got hidden splines that we're going to flush trim and get everything ready. Then I'll show you how I'm going to put the glass. I'm going to have the glass where it can be removed. That way if they need to watch out or something happens to the glass or what have you, that it can be removed, you know, for whatever reason necessary. However, if y'all remember from the first video, or part 1, that this maple in the back, the maple frame, the walnut here, come from this gentleman's farm. It was harvested from his farm. So that is the reason why I choose this wood, because it was harvested from that gentleman's farm to make this shadow box. So we're going to go ahead and flush trim these and get each end sanded like they need to be. Then we'll work on the rest of it. So the way I'm going to mount this thing, I made this frame that will just slide in there. And I got this little jig. That piece right there is the same thickness of my glass. That will give me the exact room that I need to put the glass in there. All right. When I was putting it together, right before I put it together, what I did, I finished the inside. Well, you know, finish and glue don't mix. So I was going to build a frame with this right here. Of course, I hadn't built it yet, but I'm going to cut this, do miters. And the way I was going to do it, the width is going to be the width of this, which is close enough. That'll work. So when I cut the miters all the way around, it's going to cover that up. What I was wanting to do is take I don't even know if I got any or not. I might check and see. But some brass screws, and just screw this together, you know, at that distance down to accommodate that, the glass part. I was going to brass screw it together. And then when I get this frame, I was going to brass screw that, 2 on each side. I decided to do it that way instead of a bunch of hinges. Because if they go into this, it'll just be rare occasions. It ain't like it's going to be all the time. So I decided to forego the hinge. There it comes. I decided to forego the hinge and just screw it together. I think it'd be more appealing to have brass screws there than a bunch of hinges, and then I had to have a lasp on one side and all that. So let's go ahead and make the frame to fit it. Then we can screw everything together. It is so easy to make the wrong measurement. Well, these pieces, if you recall, well, I've cut inside to outside measurements and got them backwards. So, well, these pieces were matching. So I'm going to cut me a new set. That way they'll match. Maybe this time I'll get the measurement correct. I even used a piece, scrap piece, but still got it wrong. So let's see if we can get it right this time. I need 4 pieces, 1/4 inch thick. And I got me a block here, and this is a piece that come from that gentleman's farm. So I'm gonna cut 1/4 inch pieces and see if I can get 4 out of this, and there'll be a match. Well, I need a matching grain. Not a dead match, but it needs to look like it come from this, you know, it needs to look like it belongs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the first 45. Then this stop block has got to be set. It's about a 32nd from being 6 inches. So if I cut this 6 inches, that'll give me enough to where I can work it down to the correct fit. So I'm going to shoot for 6 inches. So first, what we're going to do, we're going to miter here, then we're going to set our 6 inches. So what I'm going to do, this is a 6 inch rule, so I will make it the length of the rule. I want to work it down. If I try for that 32nd, it'll wind up being too short. So I'm going to fix it where I can work it down. Yeah, right there. Okay, cross your fingers I get it correct this time. Just as a double check, I'm on 6 inches. So let's try this. So let's go check it. Okay. Okay, it's probably a little better than a 32nd, but still, what you have here, time you pull it back to the center, it'll be half that. You got to work, so it'll be easily worked down. So let's go ahead and cut the rest of them. Let's see what we got. Make sure ain't no debris there. Debris will hold you off, make you think it's wrong. It is. Got me a time or two. I ain't got much debris. Got a new blade on that thing. That helps quite a bit. I'm just wondering. I like that. Okay, I'm thinking about doing a little profile. Not a lot. A lot of times a little bit will go a long way in the looks of it. Here's one thing about it. I may take a hand plane and see if I can't chamfer it and do that. What I should have done, cutting it wrong got me all out of whack. Before I cut it, the whole length would have been a time to put the profile on it. So what I'm thinking about doing, let's see if I can't take the hand plane and put some small, it ain't gonna take much because it's a small frame. But we need a little something. Yeah, let's try the hand plane. So I'm just gonna take a block plane and put me a chamfer right there. Ain't gonna be a lot. But in my experiences, it's easy to do too much. So what I have found, a lot of times a little bit goes a long way. So let me put the chamfer on this and we'll be back in a minute. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and glue this thing together. Yeah, that made a lot of difference. I know you're not going to be able to see that in the camera, but golly, boom, that, no more than that was. So, I don't know, let me go get my glue and we'll glue this thing up. All right. Let's try something a little different. Okay. Kind of got a suction right there. Let's see. Okay. Let's just see how that goes. While we're waiting for that frame to get set up, what I'm going to do, I want to set in the box kind of tilted back. So I was thinking about something like that. And I was kind of going around it like, so what I need to do, I'm thinking we need to let's cut it 4 inches. What we can do, we'll cut this in half, about 4 inches. It's hard to see that lead pencil on that walnut. What if we can do it with this? See if we can't see it a little better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So I'm going to take this saw right here. Alright, so what I want to do, I'm going to kind of make it kind of resemble, I need a corner for it to set up. And then I can take this and I'll probably come up and kind of round that top, maybe round it. But what I want to do is double side these together. That way both sides will be just alike. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to double side tape these together for 2 reasons. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and you stand a better chance of getting both sides alike. Okay. Now, so what I'm thinking about, if that thing sits in there like that, I'll probably round that corner off there. That's just for looks. And this one back here. But right here, if I come up and lay this against that thing, I kind of want it to be about like that. Take the bandsaw, cut it out, then take the sander and finish it up. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, around that and around that. Okay, let's try that. First thing, we'll bandsaw it. We are here at the sander because I forgot to turn the camera on again. It took about 15 seconds to cut that out. So it wouldn't have added a whole lot of footage to the video, but I forgot to turn it on again. Maybe I can remember it. I got it. Have I turned it on? Yeah. Okay, I turned it on this time. Don't know why at the bandsaw I forget to turn it on. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the, yeah, this is going to look good. what it is about forgetting to turn. That's 2 times in a row I forgot to start the camera. I don't know. So I thought before I take it apart, I'll make sure it's sanded like we want it. We've got it sanded. Let me check one more thing. Let's make sure we got it before we take it apart. I'm going to take some denatured alcohol. You get a second of what it's going to look like, and I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Oh yeah, we're okay. Yeah, let's carry on. We're going to, let's see if we can't do this without injuring ourselves. Yeah, that thing is put together really good. Oh. Okay, here we go. I think it moved that then. Well, how about that? One piece might have been enough here. That thing holds good, don't it? There it went. Man, that's some good tape right there. Okay. So let me sand this part like the outside, and then we'll go gluing this thing together. What we're thinking about doing is putting that thing in here like this. Now what I want to do, let me see, we'll make sure, oh yeah, the watch will go right over this thing. We can glue both sides to it. So let me figure a way to make this thing where it ain't a slipping and all, but I think it's about time to glue this thing up. Let's glue it up. You want to? Let's see if we can't glue this thing up a little bit. See, it needs to go, yeah, just like that. We'll glue this side first. Okay. Okay. Now what I need is some of that glue off. Well, let's let that set up. Got the frame there setting up. We'll get this set up. I'll find me some brass screws and we'll be ready to put this thing together. Yeah, okay. Let's let that set up. I've got it finished. Got the watch in it. Got the picture behind it. That is a picture of my father-in-law, and that's my son. That watch belonged to my father-in-law, which would be my son's grandfather. My wife, which is the mother and daughter of them, wanted to make a shadow box with his grandfather's watch. That little fella in there is 45 years old. So I'm kind of looking forward to give it to him. I hope he enjoys it. So that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Meanwhile, y'all be safe and have a wonderful day.